Tonight, a strange set of circumstances. On one hand, you have the Central Division leading Pacers, a 50-game winner, who have tied their season-high losing streak at 2 in a row. On the other hand, the division doormat, the Bulls, a 49-game loser, who have matched their season-high winning streak of 2 in a row. Tonight at Conseco Fieldhouse, it's Monday Night Basketball. Which streak extends? Which streak ends? The Bulls come in fighting Orlando for the worst record in the league, but Chicago coming off wins at Toronto and against the Knicks. And there's been one big reason, and I mean big.
Yeah, he is big. He's young as well, Eddie Curry.
Jamal Crawford, Kurt Heinrich, along with the rookie Linton Johnson, Eddie Curry, and Antonio Davis. And that's the starting five for Chicago. And Scott Skiles, fourth season as a head coach, 3 in Phoenix, joining the Bulls in late November. There's the announcement to the crowd, and it's a good call.
It's a good call. There's not any question about it. That is unnecessary. You're going to block the shot, it's one thing. You come across Johnson. I was going to say, I figured he was going to take a foul, but I knew he was taking something here. Well, one thing, Antonio at this stage of his career doesn't like taking charges like that.
Why?
Because that one will hurt.
It was Foster in full flight.
Yeah, he's coming in full flight. They felt that Antonio was in the
Wins all time, 59 with Slick Leonard led 6-1. They're not going to understand until they play through it. And there is the dunk by Eddie Curry. There's a saying, to know and not to do is not to know. Last year, under Greg Popovich in San Antonio, as the first quarter comes to an end. Refocus tonight. Yes, indeed, it is against the Bulls, but defense has been on their mind coming out for this one. But with Brad Miller now coming off the bench. Harrington, the turnaround. And we definitely need a scorecard to identify the Bulls on the floor right now.
They got them all out of here. Followed the threes from LSU. He was pretty much undrafted for the most part this year.
Number 45, Paul Shirley, who is coming from Iowa State.
Yeah.
Alma mater of Jamal Tinsley, but we have a whistle. Mike Callahan blows this one down. It is against Paul Shirley. It's 6'10". Now, you realize if Paul Shirley played with the long time ago New York net of the ABA, Laverne Tart, you would have Laverne and Shirley.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas Pepper Incorporated.
Yes, I did know that.
I wanted to get in now because I don't know if we'll see Paul later in the ball game. On that replay, of course, they have
Mr. Albert.
And there is a throwaway. But you take a look at this Bull lineup now, and there is Paul Shirley. Artest busts out from behind. He's being bothered again by Dupree and by Shirley.
I put my hands up because I knew Shirley was looking to get close to the table.
Yeah, he was Shirley coming here, and it is Harrington. Out on him. Tinsley heaves another three. That is 3 from downtown. This one just outside of Zionsville.
I'm telling you,
Tinsley. And then it's the hustle of Foster to keep it alive and a reset of the 24. Artest versus Shirley, who cuts off the baseline. Artest tries again. Foster gets stripped.
Yeah, that time Heinrich got to it. Shirley did a good job of just keeping his body between the basket and Artest.
And now it's Gill back the other way as Shirley ahead of the crowd. And there is Paul Shirley, who just Well, he called a timeout as he was trapped there along the baseline. There is Tinsley making the turn, handling the ball quite a bit, but he's in double figures at the buzzer. And Heinrich almost banks it in.
We gonna party all day. What you gonna say when I come through? Move, get out my way.
I write all my own lyrics. You know, if you have a little tough time writing, you know, your friends will help you, but for the most part, I write my own lyrics.
Where go tank top, body like Rocky.
If you can get your body on him, then that or her, then that person can't jump.
And that'll be
got another body on
that was
Jeff.
The full body, nearly 300 pounds. But
I thought that's him next in front of Scotty. I saw Derek Stafford walk over and I heard the whistle go quick and kind of the quick thump, and he got in for a technical.
Scottie Pippen, who has sat out most of this season, one of the difficulties for the Bulls going south this year. They had very high hopes starting this season. And there is Paul Shirley battling inside, and he has a possible three-point opportunity. And Scott Skiles coming to midcourt to bark out some instructions to his very young players.
Yeah, he's able to get this one step, and he had no one in front of him really to do some good things, hopefully in the playoffs.
Well, there's also been a mental shift.
No!
Oh my! Going way upstairs.
It's the Dupree. Hello.
Tinsley at Iowa State and Heinrich at Kansas, and I talked to Jamal about it. He said, we had a few run-ins, but it was just basketball, and that's what happens when you're competitive. He said, I tried to get him out of his game with a lot of talk, but he never backed down, and that did not work with Kurt Heinrich because he's a very tough guy. And Heinrich told me, he said, you know, that the talking game is really not my game. And he really couldn't say much because, as Jamal quickly pointed out, his Iowa State team never lost to KU in 2 years that they played against each other, guys.
And the Bulls with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Crow the last couple of games, 24 minutes, 15 points, kind of a Jonathan Bender type numbers. Jonathan not dressing again tonight. Yeah, but I think Chandler already has 7 fouls, so they couldn't call another one on him. Here's Croshere for the three, and he says, take that. Goes downtown for the 44th time. And the great jumpers in the league, and there's another one we saw tonight. And Dupree, the steal by Jones, and here he comes. And here is Dupree, long and lean, on the run.
That guy in the white shirt standing in front of him, does that mean anything? You can't run him over.
Be unable to get to that third. Croshere with 1 second. Jones in a hurry. Got it. And the Pacers' numbers certainly working for them, leading by 24 coming into the fourth quarter. Consider the fact that the Pacers this year are 22-2 here at home when they lead going into the fourth quarter, while the Bulls on the road, the Bulls on a mini run of 10-4, and they'll take what they could get. Jones, though, on that throwaway by Chandler. Lester also missing many games. And there is Shirley, who's showing the hustle. Anderson, no blindsides him. Oh, and there's number 6 on Chandler, and there he goes. Doesn't have to worry about it anymore. That should be a flagrant. And there will be an Eddie Robinson sighting here tonight. The veteran, as Chandler just fumes. Scott Pollard is in. McCarlisle taking Artest out, as well as Harrington, who's had one of his star players go down already. And he's in a 26-point ball game.
Wait a minute.
Shirley, and he goes down hard.
He probably got kicked.
Need a mash unit out here tonight. And he is breathing in pain.
Well, they got to be careful because somebody
stays
gets hurt.
down.
Al, somebody can get hurt. I mean, the way he got hit.
As they attend to Paul Shirley, will take a timeout. Well, here is the end result as Paul Shirley, who's shown great hustle on the floor here tonight, and hustling right there in front of a knee of Austin Croshere. So he is gone, and here is Austin on the move. Ooh.
Got him right on the side. And Austin was driving the leg up as he was trying to make a layup. He wasn't trying to hurt him. He was just trying to complete his play, but he did indeed hurt him.
And there's Austin sending those daggers across and getting his first playing time since March 1st.
Austin looking for somewhere to throw the ball. He threw it to Eddie Robinson, who made it to the rim quickly.
That's how bad things have been for the Bulls. Scott Skiles even going to Robinson. And it has been apparent he has not been a fan of Robinson. Croshere spins in, and we thankfully are within the final minute of this ball game, 101-77. And for those who have stuck around, we do have a special treat tonight. We have the post-game show coming up. And the crowd, the last one standing, Quinn. Still a good portion of the crowd still here. Not a large portion, but a good portion. I dare you to say something right now. I'm dumbfounded, right? You just. Quinn, you've done such a great job. We excuse you for the rest of the game. Largest victory of the year for the Pacers in points, 24 points over the Bulls. And the Pacers take a 2-1 advantage in the season series. So that is it. Pacers put 101 on the boards, and Reggie bounces back from the last two games, leading the way with 17.